Hey ladies and gentlemen, so today's video is definitely about what the thumbnail is. Okay, so the $16,000 in the thumbnail, it is legit. Replace your ride is legit. So I've had a lot of time, I've had the car for a month or so, and I just felt it was an obligation to share how I got my car. This is definitely not anything, it's not a flex or anything, it's just, I just want to let people know that there is money there for you. 2026, Replace Your Ride still has money. I just checked the website, they're still accepting applications. It takes time, and that's the X factor, but there are some procedures you go through which you have to show a lot of patience, which at times I lost patience, but I had someone that was successful getting a car. So they were successful, which kept me positive, and when I wanted to quit, they were like, dude, just be patient, fill out the application, get it in. You know, they're gonna ask you for things that you're just going to take your time to find, or you may have all your documents in order, and the speed of it is really fast. It takes 3 to 6 months for everything to go through, and if you do it like me, it's going to take you longer. And that's what this video mostly is, why I felt like, God, no one should go through what I went through, because what I went through was just because I didn't fill out the documents correctly. So that the initial application, which is important, is that first of all, you have to have a vehicle to trade in. And that's really important, to have a vehicle that's 2009 or older. You've had the car for 2 years, registered in your name, and if it passed smog, or if it's smogged or didn't pass smog, you have to have those documents. The initial application is going to be, see if you qualify. It's going to ask for your financial information. It's going to ask about your household, how many people live in there, how much money you make. You get past all that. Once you get past all that, once you get past that first initial and you qualify because you won't make it past the first part of the application if you don't have check the boxes. So once you check the boxes, it's a waiting game, and then you can reach out to your the office. They will answer. There is someone physically there that will answer. But once the application is given to an agent that will be handling your documents, that's the last communication you'll have with anyone. It'll be all emails. And anything that you miss, any documents they may need that you need to send back to them, that's where the time factor is, because there were some DMV documents that I didn't have in order. When you send the documents back to them, it takes 2 weeks or longer to, Jesus Christ, what's going on here? It takes 2 weeks or longer before they approve what you send to them. And it goes on and on. Anything else they need, it's going to take, because they're going through a lot of applications. I assume that they're going through so many applications that by the time they get back to yours, so you got to have your documents solid. Very important to have your documents solid. Once you have them solid and everything goes through, it's another process of waiting. Then you'll get the certificate that you qualified. Now, I wish it was as easy as this conversation is to tell you how the procedures are. But the gap in between it, if you want a car right now and you you think, 16,000 is just not worth the wait. I say 16,000, but you're actually getting 12 from them. Once you get the 12 and have your car, within that month, Southern California Edison has an application online that you fill out, and you'll receive 4,000 from them. There are other, if you live in certain areas, I use Southern California Edison. If you're not in that area, the Department of Water and Power, I think they have their own. They have some grants and things like that for $1,500. There's a whole lot out there, but you can get a lump sum of money, and if you're patient, which I think I have patience. I'm a fisherman. I play golf. You gotta have patience for those sports. But if you're a very impatient person and you get frustrated real easy, the 16,000 may be so stressful. I couldn't see how 16,000 would be so stressful to wait. And then time goes by fast. Just look at it right now. We're going into the 5th, 6th month of the year, and what happened to those 4 months, 5 months that have gone by? So once, you just can't be itchy for a car. The number, I don't know what number I'm on. I'm not even gonna say what number 2, number 3. But the other thing that I wasn't aware of, which this video is about, guiding you, walking you through, and helping you understand that the money is there, but you have to have patience, and the hurdles that you go through and things that you may run into, which I did, is I was looking for a car months into, I'm anticipating this certificate to come that I can get to 12,000 after everything went through. So I'm anticipating my money, I'm anticipating it coming through, right? And I'm like, okay, it's gonna come through. And I'm looking for a car. I'm on Car Guru and I'm on all these websites looking at the car that I wanted. But unfortunately, you don't have a choice of where you can get the car. So that's another thing that you would know. They have allocated dealerships that are in the portal that you have to pick from. And I ran into a whole another issue because the cars that were there wasn't what I was looking for. The choice of color, it's just you have to sacrifice what you kind of want because you have a limited area, and then if you go to a dealer, the dealer's going to hit you hard. So there's a whole reason I wanted a Tesla, but the temperature was so hot, and I don't want my car vandalized, nor do I want to be in a car that signals I'm on one side of the fence or the other. So there's a certain part of your choice. So there were other EVs that I wanted, and I just couldn't find what I wanted. But that's another video. I just wanted to put this video out and let you know that the $16,000 I did receive. I'm in the car. It didn't look like this. This is another video. Most likely I'll do a video on the modifications that I did to this car, and that's another video. So fill out the application, go online. I'll put the link in my bio. If you don't want to, you can just Google replace your ride and go through the whole process of just getting that application in and see if you qualify. But the money is there. For all you people out there that maybe think that it's not legit, it's legit. So until the next video, I'll see you soon.